Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and I am doing a review for The Walking Dead. I know it's super late. I should be going to bed, actually. I have to wake up at 6 tomorrow, but I do want to do this review for The Walking Dead. Of course, it's late because of the Oscars. I have a video up for that. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check out that video. But let's talk about The Walking Dead. I didn't want to miss this review, and I wanted to talk about it. So I ended up watching the episode, of course taped, and it's about Beth and Daryl. And Daryl is just being totally silent, and Beth's like, let's get some booze. Never drunk before, so let's get some booze. And in my mind, I'm like, what is she? We'll get to it, but she's like, it's a little ridiculous at this point, but maybe it's a good episode still. So she wants to get drunk, and they do. And Daryl, he opens up because of it. And they become friends in the end. And they're just like, bleep it, since this is a clean review, and they just leave, you know? Bleep it, they leave. And that's the episode. It really is a bonding between Beth and Daryl. I honestly really liked this episode. I'm going to say mostly for the character moments here. There's some ridiculous things, but you needed those ridiculous things to get to the points that really got you, like, really on the edge of your seat. And maybe not on the edge of your seat because of tension, but because of the conversation, you really wanted to hear it, and you were really into it. Now the ridiculous thing is just Beth saying, yeah, I want to get some booze. Let's just get drunk. In a zombie apocalypse, I don't think that's the best thing to do. But in the way they introduced it, I thought they could have done something else to make these characters interact with each other. But at the same time, they really couldn't. Would Daryl open up if he wasn't drunk? So I liked it, but when it's first said, you're just like, what is she talking about? And halfway through the episode, I'm like, why is she doing this? Why is she risking her life to get drunk? So I wasn't, you know, totally happy about that, but the things that come out of it is great. Also, when Beth randomly says, let's just burn down the house. In my mind, she just said that randomly, but for the character moment, it's wonderful, because it's burning down Daryl's past and he's a new man. So, again, like, I think the character story overweighs kind of the ridiculousness of what Beth says in this episode. Kind of the random things she say in this episode, but I love Daryl and Beth's relationship. I think Beth is a character who just hasn't had a lot of screen time. You know, unless you're a Walking Dead fan like I am, or you're just a big Walking Dead fan, you watch every episode, I don't even think you know her name. Honestly, if you watch season 2, you would probably just think about that girl. Oh yeah, that girl wanted to commit suicide in season 2. That's Beth. Oh yeah, that blonde girl that does nothing. That's Beth. But finally, they're making some characterization to this character that I think is honestly pretty cool, and you see that here. And one thing I love is that Daryl and Beth gave stuff to each other in a way. You know, Beth became more of like, I don't give a shit, just let's do this. And Daryl became more caring, because they both gave, you know, something to each other, some quality to each other. So I really enjoyed that. I love the emotional moments here. I thought this was one of the, you know, really with The Walking Dead so far since the mid-season finale, besides that Carl episode where we returned with, but the last episode and this episode has been great with these character moments and learning who were these characters. Michonne, perfect episode with Michonne last week, and with this week, both Beth and Daryl great, because Beth is kind of that rich girl, you know, and Daryl was that person who followed his brother and kind of was, you know, a hick in a way. And then you get to see these two connect, and you learn who they are right now and who they were, and they are different people. So I just love that moment. I love their bonding, you know, the unlikely people to bond in a way, and they really did. I love that, and I hope we get to see that when the group comes back together, really see this cool big brother, little sister bond, and I hope we get to see those little moments, you know. It's a shame that Beth said, hey, I know I'm gonna die, you're gonna be the last man standing, and we all know that's true, but I want to see her survive. I want her to become a badass character, which, again, that's not her. I love the way she actually says that in this episode. She's like, I'm not Maggie, I'm not Michonne, I'm my own person, but I'm surviving. And that's totally true. She's not badass. She's not. She's Beth. But she's still surviving, and I love what they did to both each other's characters. They changed in such a great way. So yeah, the ridiculousness that kind of lead up to it, but I love the character moments in this episode. I hope it goes this direction. I like that they're separating each episode with only a few characters. I think it works really well so far for the season. It makes us concentrate on just a couple of characters and make them build up. So I like this episode a lot. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really enjoyed this episode. I really hope it has this type of tone. Even though it's kind of a slow episode, the character moments were wonderful here. So really liked this episode. Tell me in the comments below what you thought about the episode. Did you watch the Oscars first and then watch The Walking Dead? Because I saw a lot of people weren't watching The Walking Dead on Twitter. Usually it's always trending. You'll probably have like Beth or Daryl trending. Nothing was trending for The Walking Dead this week, obviously because of the Oscars. So I wanted to ask you guys if you do the same thing as me and watch The Walking Dead right after, but really happy I did watch it. Please tell me in the comments below what you thought, and this is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.